Well, good morning, Stephen.
Good morning, Levi.
Thank you for coming back here to the Chaplain series. We've been going on now for several weeks talking about different Christ-like characters, and today is one of the big ones. A lot of them are big, but Christ talks a lot about service. And he says even he came not to be served by others, but he, the very Son of God, came to serve other people. So I know this is high on his list. So tell us a little bit about that. What does service mean to you?
Well, first of all, he came on mission, right? And that, at the heart of his mission, was to meet that great need and to be a servant. He came not to serve, but to be served. He came for that purpose. So when I think of service, the first word I tend to think of, because of Christ, is greatness. Because as he said, if you want to be great, then you need to be the least, and you need to serve others. And so if that's true greatness, what does that look like? It doesn't mean becoming a doormat, getting run over, right? That's not what it's saying. It's about being intentional in using my gifts, my time, my talent, my resources to be a blessing, to make a difference in the lives of others, to meet their needs, just like Christ came to meet our needs. And so as I think about service, I haven't always been that servant, right? Because I think in our culture, we get so caught up, we get so busy. We stuff every second with something. We're either distracted or so caught up in what we're about that we don't see other people's needs.
Well, so how would you say we can serve others?
Yeah, that's a really good question, because I think that it's going to look different, but I think the key component is really time and attention, being present with people and taking the time to be present with them, really listening to them and hearing what their needs are, and then taking action. Because it's one thing to know that there's a need, but if you say, oh, you got a need, that's great. Well, God bless you, go your way. Man, there's another passage that warns us against that, to say, no, let's do something when we see time. And again, I think a lot of times it's just being present, but then seeing what can I do. I can't always fix their problem, but I can be present with them in their problem, and that's a great service. In our day and age, when loneliness is an epidemic, being present with people, taking the time to be with them, is huge, and one of the greatest acts of service. And what a joy to think that I can get up every day, and it's not just about going back to the grind. It's not about just accumulation, but in the end, I get to get up and look for ways to make a difference in other people's lives today.
Wow, that's fantastic. What a good word. Thank you for being present with us here today and for serving us in this way. Thank you so much, Stephen.
It's an honor. Thank you.